I almost landed in jail just for trying to force my sister to be my surrogate and then everything. I built Kin crashing down like a goddamn house of cards. Hey, I'm Jessica, 29, and I'm about to spill some tea that's been brewing in my fucked up family for months. I never thought I'd be the villain in my own story or hell. Maybe I am, but I swear, it didn't start out that way. A while back, I demanded okay, fine, told my younger sister, Emily, 26, that she was gonna carry my baby for me. Yeah, I didn't ask. I just assumed she'd be down because, family, right? But holy shit, what came next was a goddamn train wreck I never saw coming. Growing up, I was the star of the show in our house. Mom and Dad, let's call them Linda and Frank, thought I could do no wrong. I crushed it in school, played the cello like a fucking angel, and won every debate tournament I entered. Meanwhile, Emily was the quiet one, always tinkering with her nerdy computer shit, coding apps or whatever. I mean, she was smart as hell, don't get me wrong, but she was invisible next to me. My parents were at every recital, every trophy ceremony, cheering me on. Emily's little tech fairs? They couldn't be bothered. I knew it sucked for her, but that's just how it was. Fast forward to adulthood. Mike and I got married 5 years ago when I was 24 and he was 27. He's this quiet, steady accountant I met at a barbecue, dorky glasses, warm vibe, the kind of guy you can count on. He loved me hard, like write you a letter cheesy, and I fell for it. Early on, we had this cozy life in a little house with a porch swing he built. He'd cook dinner lasagna, roast chicken, and we'd laugh about dumb shit like adopting a dog. Mike's a listener, always there with a hug or a "you're killing it, Jess" when I was stressed. Stubborn as hell sometimes, but my rock. He wasn't perfect though. Mike's stubborn as hell when he thinks he's right, and he's got this quiet way of digging in that drives me nuts, like he'll just stop arguing and let you stew in your own mess. But that was rare. Mostly he was my rock. I'd come home bitching about a client, and he'd pour me a glass of wine, sit me down, and tell me I was tougher than anyone he knew. He made me feel like I could do anything, which is probably why I got so cocky later on. Thing is, years went by and nada. No baby, I didn't talk about it much, kept that shit locked up tight, but it ate at me like a slow burn in my gut I couldn't shake. Every time someone hit me with that fucking question, so when's the little one coming? I'd plaster on a smile, mutter some bullshit like, oh, soon, and pivot the hell out of there. Truth was, I wanted a kid so bad it hurt like a physical ache that'd wake me up at night, staring at the ceiling, imagining a crib where our guest room junk sat. But shit wasn't working out, and it was driving me up the wall. Mike and I tried everything. Doctors, tests, the whole damn circus. First, we hit up a fertility clinic downtown, sat in those sterile-ass waiting rooms with shitty magazines, holding hands like it'd make a difference. They poked and prodded us, blood draws, ultrasounds, the works. Your numbers look fine, one doc said, shrugging like it was no big deal. Fine? Then why the fuck wasn't it happening? We did the meds pills that made me moody as hell. Still nothing. We even tried those old school trick-stocking cycles. Propping my legs up after sex like some desperate Cosmo tip. Zilch. Mike stayed calm. Kept saying, we'll figure it out, Jess, but I could see it wearing on him too, those tight smiles. The way he'd go quiet after another negative test. We were stuck, throwing money and hope at a wall that wouldn't budge, and it was starting to feel like the universe was just fucking with us. I started spiraling, scrolling through baby forums at 2A meme, reading about adoptions and surrogates shit I never thought I'd consider. That stuck in my head. Someone else carrying my baby, our baby. It was crazy, but the more I read, the less insane it sounded. Then one night, it hit me like a goddamn lightning bolt. I was on the couch, half drunk on Pinot, staring at an old photo of me and Emily from high school, her in her nerdy glasses, me in my cheer uniform. She was single, 26, no boyfriend, just coasting through life with her coding gig. Healthy as hell too, she ran 5 kiloseconds for fun, ate kale like it was candy. Why not her? She had a uterus just sitting there, collecting dust. If I couldn't get pregnant, she could do it for me. It wasn't like I'd be asking a stranger, this was family, my little sister. She owed me, right? All those years I'd been the golden child, she'd skated by in my shadow. This was her chance to step up. I didn't sleep that night. I paced the living room, piecing it together. Emily would just be the oven, baking our bun. I'd pay her maybe, or guilt her into it with the whole family helps family card. By morning, I was sold. It was perfect fucked up, sure, but perfect. I didn't even think to ask her first. In my head, she'd say yes because she had to. That's when I decided to drop it on her at dinner. No warning, no backup plan. What could go wrong? So one night, I invited Emily over for dinner at my place. A couple hours before Emily was supposed to come over for dinner, I decided to run my big idea by Mike. I've been tossing it around in my head for weeks, and it felt like the perfect fix for our baby problem. He was in the kitchen, chopping onions for the spaghetti sauce, apron tied around his waist like some kind of domestic superhero. I figured it was now or never, so I settled up to the counter, trying to sound casual. "Hey babe, I've been thinking," I said, picking at a loose thread on my sleeve. "Since we can't have a kid the usual way, what if Emily carries it for us? She's young, healthy, no ties, it's kinda perfect, right?" Mike stopped chopping, knife hovering over the cutting board. He turned his head slow, like he wasn't sure he heard me right. "Wait, hold up. You mean your sister, Emily?" "Yeah, who else? She's family." "It's a no-brainer." He set the knife down hard, the clack echoing in the quiet kitchen. "Jess, are you fucking kidding me? You can't just sign her up for that. It's her body, her whole damn life. What makes you think she'd even go for it?" I crossed my arms, already feeling my hackles rise. "Oh, come on, Mike. It's not like I'm asking her to jump off a cliff. It's 9 months and she's not doing shit with her life anyway. She'd be helping us helping me. Don't you want this?" He wiped his hands on the apron, his jaw tight. "Of course I want a kid, Jess, but this is fucked up. You're not even gonna ask her, are you? You're just gonna drop it on her like it's a done deal." I stepped closer, my voice getting sharp. "What the hell else am I supposed to do, Mike? We've been trying for years, well, faking it, and I'm done waiting. I can't give you a baby, so I'm making it happen. Emily's my sister, she'd get it." His eyes flashed and he took a step back. "Don't pull that shit on me, Jess. You're gonna guilt trip Emily into fixing our problem? That's fucking low." I slammed my hand on the counter, making the cutting board jump. "Cool with it?" I was cool until I wasn't. "I want a goddamn family, Mike, and you're acting like it's no big deal. Emily's our shot, our only shot. Why are you fighting me?" He threw his hands up, pissed as hell. "Because it's wrong, Jess. You're treating her like some fucking baby machine, not a person. What if she says no? You gonna force her?" "She won't say no," I snapped. "She's too nice, too much of a pushover. Once mom and dad back me up, she fold. You'll see." Mike stared at me, his mouth half open like he wanted to rip into me more. Then he just shook his head, this tired, angry look settling on his face. "You're fucking nuts," he mumbled, almost too low to catch. He grabbed the knife again, started hacking at the onions like they'd personally offended him. The chop, chop, chop filled the air, loud and final. I waited for him to say something else, anything, but he didn't. He just shut down, turned his back to me, and kept prepping like I wasn't even there. "Whatever," I said, storming out of the kitchen. "You'll thank me when we're holding our kid." I should have known right then that his silence wasn't agreement. It was him checking out, but I was too damn stubborn to see it. An hour later, Emily showed up, and I put on my happy face like nothing had happened. Mike was there, stirring some pasta sauce, and I'd had a couple glasses of wine to loosen up. I waited till we were digging into the spaghetti, then I dropped it. "Emily, I'm gonna be a mom," I said, grinning ear to ear. She lit up, all excited. "Oh my God, Jess, that's amazing. Congrats." "Yeah, and you're gonna be my surrogate." Boom, there it was. Her face froze, fork halfway to her mouth, like I just told her aliens landed in the backyard. What?" she finally said. I shrugged, playing it cool. "You're young, you're healthy, and let's be real, you're not using your uterus for shit right now. It's perfect." She laughed like a nervous, what the fuck laugh. "Jess, are you serious? That's my body. We're not even that close. Why the hell would you think I'd just say yes?" I rolled my eyes. "Oh, come on, Em, it's 9 months. Family does shit like this for each other. You'd be giving me the one thing I can't have. Don't be a dick about it." Mike shifted in his seat, looking uneasy, but he didn't say anything. Emily just stared at me, then shook her head and said, "I gotta process this," before grabbing her coat and bailing. I figured she'd come around. She's my sister, right? She'd see how much this meant to me. The next day, I called Mom and Dad to loop them in. They were all over it. "Jessica, that's brilliant," Mom said, Emily's got no kids, no boyfriend, she's got the time. Yeah, Dad chimed in. It's about time she stepped up for once. You've always carried the family, Jess. I knew they'd back me. They always seen me as the golden child, and Emily, well, she was just there. So I told them to give her a nudge. Sure enough, they called her that afternoon. Emily, this is your chance to do something big, Dad said, all serious. Jess would do it for you in a heartbeat, Mom added. Okay, maybe not, but they didn't need to know that. I didn't stop there. I started telling the extended family, Aunt Corinne, Uncle Steve, even Grandma Ruth, that I'm gonna be a mom. I mean, I was 90% sure she'd cave eventually, so why not get the hype going? I posted on Facebook, so excited to announce I'm becoming a mom, tagged her and everything. The likes and heart emojis rolled in. Everyone really congratulated us. It felt good. 3 days later, we had a big family dinner at Mom and Dad's. I was in full mom-to-be mode, talking about cribs and baby names, Oliver for a boy, maybe Lila for a girl. Emily sat there, quiet, picking at her mashed potatoes. Then, out of nowhere, she slammed her fork down and stood up. I never fucking agreed to this. She yelled. The room went dead silent. Mom dropped her wine glass. Dad's jaw hit the floor. I tried to laugh it off, like, and chill, we're just talking. No, Jessica, you're acting like it's a done deal. You didn't even ask me. You just decided my life for me. Then the waterworks hit. I started crying loud, messy sobs. You're ruining my only shot at this, Em. I can't do it myself, and you're gonna take that away from me. Mom jumped in. Emily, how could you be so selfish? Dad piled on. You're tearing this family apart. Mike just sat there, staring at his plate, looking like he wanted to disappear. Emily stormed out, slamming the door so hard the pictures rattled. Everyone turned on me like I'd fucked up, but I was too pissed to care. She was my sister, why couldn't she just say yes? Okay, I'll admit it, I took it too far. A few days later, I was still fuming and I got this idea. Emily wasn't going to agree on her own, so I'd help her along. I had her old medical records from when we shared an apartment years ago, nothing shady, just stuff she'd left behind. I found a surrogacy agency online, filled out the application in her name, and forged her signature. I'd seen her sign enough checks to fake it pretty well. I figured once it was rolling, she'd have to go through with it. I mean, who backs out of a done deal, right? The agency called her a few days later. I didn't expect her to find out so fast. Turns out, she flipped her shit and called them back, digging into the whole thing. Next thing I know, she's at the fucking police station filing a report for identity theft and fraud, my own sister. I got a call from Mom, hysterical. Jessica, Emily's trying to ruin your life. The police? Are you kidding me? She's the one who started this. I yelled back. I just wanted a baby. Dad got on the phone. Jess, we'll fix this. She's overreacting. But it was too late. The cops were involved and shit was spiraling. Then my whole world blew up. I found out I was pregnant. 1 month ago, I started sleeping with this guy, Dave, from work. It wasn't serious, just a fling, but I got pregnant. Not planned, but when it happened, right at this moment. What the fuck? Jess, whose fucking baby is it? Mike screamed, throwing a lamp across the room. I panicked. It's a donor, I swear. The words came out before I could stop them, but he just laughed. This hollow, dead sound that sent a chill down my spine. A donor? Are you fucking kidding me? That's when I started rambling, lying, saying anything, everything to make it okay. But it didn't matter, because he already knew the truth. About Emily, she didn't stop there. She told the cops everything, my affair, the lies, the forged papers. The charges stuck fraud and identity theft. I got off with a fine and 200 hours of community service, but my life? Fucking toast. Mike was gone. Dave ghosted me the second he found out I was pregnant. Turns out he's got a wife and kids of his own. Mom and Dad kept defending me, calling Emily a traitor, but I could see the cracks. They were embarrassed as hell. Half the family wouldn't even look at me at Thanksgiving. I tried calling Emily, texting her, I'm sorry, I fucked up, can we talk? But she blocked me. Last I heard, she took a job in Seattle, packed up her shit, and left town. Mom keeps crying about how I'm a single mom now, how I need her, but I can barely look at myself in the mirror. The baby's due in a couple months. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I wanted a family so bad I torched everything to get it, and now I'm alone, picking up the pieces of my own goddamn mess. What I learned, too fucking late. I was a selfish asshole. I get that now. I thought family meant they owed me, Emily owed me, but I was wrong. I pushed her too far, lied too much, and lost everything that mattered. If I could go back, I'd ask her, not demand. I'd tell the truth to Mike, to everyone. But I can't. So yeah, that's my story, a cautionary fucking tale. Don't be like me, don't think you can bulldoze people into giving you what you want, especially not family. Trust the bitch to rebuild once you've burned it to the ground. Thank you for watching until the end. Your support means the world. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing Reddit tales. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Stay tuned for more captivating stories.